Hi everyone and welcome to today's morning report on Monday the 1st of June with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Tantec Markets. European trading session has just got off to a slightly more positive start to be honest, the Europeans have taken positivity from the back of Chinese PMI data that came in fairly neutral, but suggesting that it sort of drives the expectations of further monetary easing from the PBOC, the People's Bank of China, because the PMIs are basically just around that level of neutral, where the official data came in at 50.2, so anything above 50 is into growth territory, so very slight growth there. But the HSBC number came in at 49.2, I think it was, and that's basically just still in contraction mode. So the expectation is that the PBOC may be driven to do further easing, and that's helped to support equities today. However, there's also just the continued pressure that Greece is putting on the markets. Certainly the euro is not benefiting today. Euro is under pressure today on the back that Tsipras, the Greek Prime Minister, it just continues to suggest that the negotiations are not going particularly well, and the creditors are not particularly amenable to any sort of deal, and that sort of now puts under pressure that view that last week that the Greeks were close to a deal, and certainly the deadline for Friday the 5th of June, which is when the Greeks have got to repay 300 million euros to the IMF, could be under pressure now, although there are there is a precedent for them to be able to delay that payment, but still it remains to be seen if they're going to make a deal in that time. So the euro is under pressure today. And generally speaking, we've got fairly positive dollar actually across the board. You've seen this on the dollar index that I've got here. Just pulled it back for the Fibonacci levels to from the big high in March down to the big low in May, and you see that you're sort of trading around the 50 and 61.8% fib levels of those retracement levels. So it's a bit of a consolidation going on between those two levels at the moment, and that's interesting in itself. So it seems as though the dollar is just pushing a little bit higher again today, but mainly driven by that euro trade. Now we've got PMI day today, and we've got a lot going on actually, so let's get to it. We've already had the European PMIs coming out, pretty much fairly positive actually, but just taken the German data took the shine off it a little bit. In Spain, Italy, France all beat expectations, but the German data came in slightly under expectations and dragged the Eurozone composite data down as well. 52.2 on the Eurozone PMI though, so still reasonable growth in that data, and no real reaction there, but certainly has just helped marginally the equity markets, but still I think the focus is more on Greece today than these PMIs for this for the Eurozone. But we've also got the UK data out at 9:30, forecast to come in at 52.5, so pretty much sort of in line with the choppy last few months that we've had in the UK, and then at 1 o'clock you're going to get the German HICP data, which is interesting because it is tends to be a bit of a precursor to the Eurozone data. So we've got the German inflation data. That's a forecast to come out at 0.6. So that's interesting. So continued improvement there in German inflation. And then at 3 o'clock we've got the big number. We've got the ISM manufacturing data. The ISM manufacturing data has not risen since October last year, since that tick higher to 57.9, and it's been declining since that. A couple of months in a row of 51.5. So 52 is the expectation today. So that would sort of mean that we're starting to perhaps turn a corner on the US data, and I think that if that was to be the case and that came out today, I think the dollar could have a strong run off the back of that, so watch out for that this afternoon at 3 o'clock. So that takes me to my chart of the day, which today is the FTSE actually, because we had an interesting trading day on Friday. We had a sharp sell-off into the close, which actually formed a bearish engulfing pattern. or a key one-day reversal if you look at your bar chart analysis. But FTSE has basically been trading sideways for a few months really. It's now broken, if I just zoom out slightly here, it's broken this uptrend, and it's now using the underside of this uptrend as the basis of resistance. And you've had this turnaround on Friday, and actually we had a sharp open to the upside today, big strong run, but that sort of fell over at 7038, and it's actually now back below 7,000 again, so losing impetus in that run higher in the early morning today. And look at the stochastics having rolled over. RSI and MACD lines are fairly neutral, so what I would be saying is this is more of a confirmation, I think, that you've found resistance in the run higher. 7070 is that resistance that comes in place now, and I think that's possibly now going to see us put pressure on that 6930 level. And 6930 is the sort of reasonably important near-term level of support, because if you lost that, then you'd be sort of opening up these subsequent levels at 6885 and 6830. Sorry, 6810. But generally speaking, FTSE is fairly neutral, and it's not really showing a great deal of direction at the moment. I think that this candle that we've had on Friday, and also the reaction we've had today, just suggests to me that we've just put in a resistance level. Not necessarily saying that it's going to now start selling off sharply. I just think that now this is just continuing this trend of sideways movement and a lack of bull or bear trend movement. So I think that this is probably going to continue, put pressure back on the 6930 level. But looking at the hourly chart as well, nothing really in terms of direction. Momentum indicators pretty much all neutral, and moving averages as well. So still fairly directionless on the FTSE, and it looks like that early morning rally that we've had today has turned over again, and just looking to put pressure back on. So your initial support is that reaction low that we had on Friday, which is 69.68, and that comes in below that 69.30, above that 69.30 level. So fairly neutral still on FTSE, no real direction being given. So I wish you good luck in your trading on FTSE today, and I will speak to you later. Thank you.